So, last time you guys finally found your way to the metropolis that is Heartburn, as the settlement on the just cusp and exterior of Brenner's domain, the fire dragon that protects the volcano called Brennus. You found it to be quite the lively and well secure locale. Most people here seem to get along well, especially those who looked upon Drazenka. Many of them noticing her newly acquired necklace from the frozen lake of Krogloff. However, on the other side, many people were giving Zairin quite a funny stare, possibly one filled with disdain and disgust. With the face appearing upon his neck, possibly being a weird abomination to most people, he eventually found the stairs too much and asked at a local church if they would be able to remove it. Thankfully, he was able to find one with such transmogrification powers and was able to have the secondary face removed, no longer hearing the world in a weird, left-sided surround sound. Spending a night here, you did some research into both the Guardians of Brennus as well as the Hollow Lily. With a massive library at hand, it seems Edwin is either overwhelmed by the seat of knowledge he is within, or possibly not used to the categorization and the multitude of book titles, only able to find references here or there, mostly due to documentations by a vertical order of the Hollow Lily. Thus far, he has only found that it is seemingly a very dangerous flower, though to what means he is unsure, as well as to where its location is. He does know, however, it is on the eastern side of the Boa-Track Mountains, which you are in. However, the Boa-Track Mountains are several thousand miles wide, so the eastern side is quite a big chunk of it. To his knowledge, he would have to move westward to try and get a better, more succinct location where he could gather them, as well as the people that would be more closer to it, probably know more. Or he could spend more time in Heartburn researching it through the proper books. After talking with the populace, you were able to find some whispers of the Guardians, though it seems like there were some, you could say, misguided or misinformed opinions, as it seemed like there was a few people called the Guardians, but more as a rank and file or like a reference rather than the actual title. As you were able to speak with Mother Batinia, who is one of the priests at the chapel to Bahamut. She is one of the guardians that people refer to that allow you to go towards the volcano or even enter into Brenner's domain. However, she doesn't see herself as such, nor does she have the title. Both her and the second so-called guardian was Teruji Akagane, who had his own trials that you would have to pass. The first with Mother Batinia was to get her permission, as well as just to inform her of your intentions going towards the volcano. And then Teruji's in both a one-on-one combat, where you put up a first to fight him, and after or before, at your own leisure, undergoing the Moonlight Hunt. Neither of these two are any true guardians, however, and they both confirmed that Brenner the Dragon herself is one of the Guardians, and the second one is also within the volcano. Though from what they have spoken, you can easily infer that there are parts of the volcano that ordinary people can survive within, possibly just a bit hot. With the tell of the Brennus Trail, you have undergone the first trial from Teruji, after undergoing a one-on-one combat with Al and then later Zairin. Having quite different approaches to combat, being high hitting or high defense, both of you were unable to defeat him in combat, though he did say that all you needed to do was face him in combat and you did not need to win. After doing that, he did say that you could undergo the Moonlight Hunt, within the time of the first quarter to the full moon phases, which gives you around a week to undergo it. If you didn't have the timeline or wanted to get it overdone quickly, you could pay 500 gil to have it done on the closest nights, and they would use magical means to replicate moonlight for you. With some time in the back pocket and money on the mind for both items and preparing yourself for the volcano to come, you decided you would take up some of the quests in the local area. The first was taking out a duo of wood golems who had gone slightly berserk in the local area, though thankfully you had seen them before and were able to deal with them as such. And we ended off last session just as you were going after the second, where a fire gigas had been prowling around and seemingly causing a bit of a nuisance from both the volcano and outwards. Upon reaching them, they had spoken that they were seemingly hunting dragons, but to what end do not know, as Al was very eager to display a dragon for another hunt, which initiated the combat. And we shall continue from there.
Alright.
As a very speedy Edwin is the first to go.
Alright, I will...
Are you planning on moving from that spot?
No.
Okay.
I was going to basically just do the buffs. I take it you want me to be here, right?
Yes, please.
But, yeah, fine. So, I was going to quick draw a syringe. I'm going to stab. I'm going to go with Zaire this time. So you have alchemical physical boost. So that is strength, dex, and con for a minute. And then I will... Where is it? Battle inspiration as a move action. I'm going to 10 temp. And I will 5 footsteps there. But that's it.
That's plus
You
2.
moved
right?
your square.
That's fine. You can be there.
I'm still within the area.
Yes.
Yes, it's a plus 2 to strength, dex, and con, please, Aaron.
Okay.
For a minute. But you're fatigued after that minute.
Alright. Also, just as a reminder to remove any other buffs you might have had that you wouldn't have put on for this fight.
What kind
Should
of
already have prayer on.
buffs were those? Are those enhancement or are they something?
They are
else?
alchemical.
Alchemicals.
Specifically.
Drazenka.
Moving on behind Edwin. Then going to give everyone elemental resistance for Earth.
Oh yeah, because we know it does earthquake, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's 20, isn't it?
Yes. And as a swift, giving Blessing of the Faithful to Owl for saves.
Rare gives how much HP? Temp HP?
I believe it was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a 12 for that.
Zaire.
Y'all can spread
Alright.
if you want.
Go, my children, be free.
Be free to do what you do.
Well,
Follow your heart's
Siren
desire.
is going to move up to where he is within range of this guy. Can I even get there? No, I cannot get there. Oh, jeez. reach him in one round. Alright, I'll just double move.
Alright. As you do get closer, since you have your iron torch out, he will now be in bright light, so there will be no mischance for dim light.
Alright.
Ah.
She will. Yeah, not in range. I can only do one action, can't I?
Yeah.
You could 5-foot step still, couldn't you?
I can 5-foot step, but I'm still not in range. I was gonna do a breath.
Oh. I thought your range was longer for that.
She will. Need to remember what my actual speed is. I can't remember if it's 50 or 60. 60. She will move to here.
Alright.
And that'll be it.
We'll go to the Gigas. Who has some terrible wording for his ability. I'm pretty sure this is what it means.
That's a healing beam, right?
Yep, healing beam. It rings back its head as it lets out a massive roar. Flames going with the sound as they bash against two. I need you two to give me a reflex save, please.
I can add Charmed Life to this, right?
Is it immediate action? Or what type of action?
I will double check.
What was the bonus to the saves again, Drazenka?
2.
2.
Ghost.
Oh, what kind of increase is that?
She put blessing of faithful on me.
Oh, I knew. Okay, I knew to do that.
Yeah, that was just on. Oh,
Okay.
only one person at a time.
Where is Charmed Life?
You have evasion, so you'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, I do.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
3 times
We
per
have
day is
Edwin.
immediate action before attempting a saving throw.
So yeah, if you do that, you just won't be able to do an extra attack next round or whatever.
Right, okay. That's fine. I'm gonna put that on there. Submit. Yeah.
Also, Jester, I added your rage turns to your blue bar.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, Zyron jumps off of Al to avoid the flames.
Did you? It's not there.
You might need to.
It's on your
bring in.
normal token off to the left.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
I mean, I could put it on your dragon form as well. Because it uses the same sheet.
It does. Thank you.
However, Al, with Zyron jumping off of you, you just fumble around as you are burnt severely.
Remember your temp.
As you will take 44 fire and are burning.
I'll take 33 fire. No!
Hey, you can set yourself to 33, that works for me.
Then put the minus.
The Gigas is then going to move. To there.
He's
Edwin.
running away.
Owl is exactly within 2 feet, so get my ass over here. As part of that, essentially I'm using surgery to move double my speed.
Mhm.
So you heal 41 points, and you are no longer burning.
Thank you.
That's me done.
Drazenka.
Ooh.
Mm. Well, so that leaves my options.
Free sword.
You shut your mouth.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day.
So many of these close. Okay. You know what? Just see if this does anything. Just gonna Blizzara his ass.
Alright.
Yeah, there's no one around him, so
Yeah.
now's the time.
Yeah, you do your black mage shit.
Damn right I'm gonna do my black mage shit.
You throw out a massive explosion of ice and snow as the Gigas darts for the tree to avoid some of it. However, he will still take damage.
Drazenka screaming "fuck you, faith talents" as she uses black mage spells.
Realize he's probably resistant to some of ice because he's fire, but you know what? That's the only AoE I got. That's
That's
enough
the problem.
reach.
Yeah, it's a problem for another time. Still does damage. It's the important thing.
Is Drazenka done?
Are you close enough? Range of that. Nope, you're too far away. I'm gonna give the Blessing of the Faithful to Sire and 2 attack rolls.
Alright.
And that's it.
Does that mean that Owl no longer has hers?
Yep. It only lasts for a round anyway.
Okay.
Unless I say otherwise, which I'm not in this case.
Zyron.
Gonna move 15 feet. And I'm gonna use lunge to whack at the boy over there. I can do a precision strike though. Where's my precision strike?
As long as it doesn't take an immediate action.
Yeah, that's the thing about this class. So much stuff takes immediate or swift actions that it's just like,
Just
Come
pick
on.
one.
okay, no bonus because lunge and blessing of the faithful cancel each other out essentially. Ooh, I might not hit.
It's
you
big.
You stab out at the Gigas. However, sadly, you are unable to pierce his. I was about to say stony. It's not stony, it's metallic armor.
I rolled a 4, so that's not that bad.
Ow.
She's got a 5 foot over here and lightning breath it. No, she's not gonna. She's gonna move to here and lightning breath it.
You're right. Okay, so I didn't.
Just a straight diagonal.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, so Edwin is correct. I should have had a +2 on that. Oh, but it would have counted it in already because of I ticked on a buff for Blessing of the Faithful. So I was incorrect with my number placements, but the buffs are already on there. I didn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to derail your turn, Jester.
It's alright.
What's that about your attack?
The Gigas is too tired out from already evading the ice behind the tree. He's unable to dodge the lightning, and it is zapped.
I used to worry about us in AoEs, but we actually have quite a few.
We'll go to the Gigas. He is going to do some calculations within his head. He's a very smart boy.
That positioning. So we're good at this now.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work out for you there, buddy.
Get
Oh, that
out of here.
Get out of here.
He is going to move. Zion, do you have the thing for accounting the lunge until next turn? Is it next level?
No, I do not have that.
Alright. He doesn't know you can or not, so he's just going to move as he would normally. As he'll move to there, which would be out of your normal reach, but not your lunge, but whatever.
Correct.
And as he goes to there, he is going to bring down his massive greatsword onto Edwin.
Cool. Well, not cool, but, you know,
Yep, kill the
It's very hot,
healer
actually.
first.
I imagine. Don't give him ideas.
That's just typical freaking tactics. Kill the healers first.
He brings down his greatsword heavily, as it will chunk into your shoulder, almost pulling you to the floor. Remember your temp, but you will take 38 damage.
Okay. Fair enough.
Edwin.
Alright. Just gonna work something out. Okay. My best bet then is 5% to here. I'm gonna swift action triage my. That's gonna broke, isn't it? No, let's do it differently. I will 5% backwards. Swift action triage myself.
Nice.
No, that is correct, yeah. So back to full. And got to move it to standard. I can't hold a move action, can I? It has to be a standard action.
You can use a standard action to ready a move. However, since you 5 for steps, you can't move.
No, that's fine. I was going to try and ready Battle for Inspiration, but I think everyone's relatively okay.
Do you have a standard action?
Yeah, because that's the swift action to do to myself.
Then yeah, you can use a standard to ready a move equivalent thing.
No, I'll be alright. I'm just thinking of options here. I'll just pull a syringe out and stab myself with it. Physical. That'll be my standard, and that's it for now. Keep as is.
Drazenka.
Okay. Pretty sure Edwin and Zion are both far enough away.
You would hope.
I'd hope.
If not, it's okay.
But then again,
We both have evasion,
Sorry,
so,
it's
you know.
that's smart to do because this siren's gonna move closer. My elementals are the ice or fire, which probably not the greatest matchup for this guy. Oh, I don't
Sounds
know
good to me.
this. Sure, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try to cast Blind on him.
Nice.
Alright.
Just to see what happens. It might work. Using a fate to bump the DC up by 1.
So DC 17.
Yes.
You will point at the Gigas, hoping to remove his sight. As Edwin is quite relieved as the Gigas starts to move his head around trying to find you as he becomes blind.
Huge.
Yes.
Fuck.
7 turns of blind.
Let's go.
That's really good.
So have fun with all of that sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
Might get close enough.
Might actually stab.
I can still move, so I'm gonna move a little bit closer and swift to, let's say, earn half the blessing.
For
Attacks.
okay.
Zion.
Okay, I'm gonna pop up a 5-foot step there. I'm going to. This is a new turn, so I can spend a temporal point. Excuse me, can I? There it is. So -1. Cur. So I'm gonna get me some 3 attacks as a full round attack action.
You could roll a perception, Zyron. There's a chance you'll see it. Everyone else will see it.
Okay. Perception.
Alright, you were able to notice it, and everyone else can notice. Zyron, when you get closer to the Gigas, he will immediately turn his head in your direction. He's still blinded, as far as you can tell. He just knows that you're there.
Oh, that's
Trying
fine.
to sense.
That's okay. He's not gonna live long enough for this to matter.
I like the confidence.
Okay, now it's our turn, mister. And everything should be good. Oh, I don't have lunge on, so I need to take that off. Okay. Alright, cool. Roll it. Yeah!
Nice.
A lot of greens.
Unfortunately, none of them were for the actual attacks themselves.
Still.
Right, the first 2 are going to hit. As you stab deeply into this guy's kneecaps. However, the 3rd will rebound off of the guy's armor.
Dang. Okay, he's got some armor still, even though he's blind.
It might be like natural or something, because thick skin.
Well, he's also denied his dexterity bonus, which is probably not too big, so it lowered his AC a little bit, I'm sure. But
It's
not
-2 and no dex.
Yeah, so probably like -3 total. Just a guess. But anyways, that's it. I'm done.
Ow. Which is what this gig has said.
Gonna fuck it up. Do it.
She's gonna charge on in, because therefore she can give flanking bonuses to Zyron.
Nice.
You need to get pounce.
No.
Wow.
There's enough evasion in the
attack.
party that I don't want pounds.
What if bounce and evasion?
Well, yeah,
No.
what about both?
Illegal.
You guys have already decided you're having evasion, so there's no pounce allowed. If you get it, you're just gonna get a -10 to your attacks.
Oh no.
Can't have both.
You have a limit. Good shit, though.
You charge in and take a massive chunk out of the goose's sides, but he stays standing.
Do you not get your elemental stuff as well? Ow.
Not yet.
I'm looking at more of the dragon. I think it must be when you're normal. You just get the elemental stuff. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Since he has no clue if Edwin's moved or not, he's gonna just swing wildly at the man who took out his kneecaps.
I'm gonna attempt to parry his last strike, however many he has.
He has 3.
Okay, so the final one, I'm gonna try to parry it.
Alright.
+2 because of flanking. Yeah.
That was rather lucky because his last attack was his highest roll and you still beat it.
Nice. Good stuff.
However, I do get 2 attempts at attacking you. The first hits, the second will miss.
All right.
As he will slash into you for 40 damage.
4-0. Okay. Okay, that's taking out my temp, so I'm good.
And then your retaliation will hit him back for a 20. But he's still standing.
Alright.
Edwin, finish him off.
I think Siren's going to be okay. And I may actually roll an attack once. I'm going to move to there. Quick draw my rapier. Ugh. That's without flanking, but probably not going to hit.
21 still doesn't hit, I don't think.
21 will miss.
Fine. That's it. Again, not very impressive attacks.
Drazenka.
Might as well try to get in on it, right?
Yeah, dog pile.
Is this flanking with Al?
Yes.
Cool. Not that it matters, but go. And just so I get all the bonuses, yeah, I'm gonna give the blessing to myself for attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take a swing.
Nice.
I mean,
Good stuff. Good
Hearty
stuff.
swing indeed.
not really with that damage.
Hey, you never know. Little numbers count.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
the end.
I mean, it doesn't
1d8
crit, but yeah.
weapons, so.
The only hit point that matters is the last one.
You
True.
come in for the swing and are able to slash him, but not able to confirm.
Is he
And
frozen though?
He is not frozen, no.
I can hope.
Zaire.
Alright. Another temporal point out the window. Blessing is off. Flanking needs to be on though, so let's put 2 here. Nope, that's not 4, 2. Okay, and then roll the attack.
It's pretty good.
The first will hit and bring the big boy down.
Oh, I guess I didn't even need my temporal point.
Yeah, you get it back.
But
Anyway.
you get back as you kill it.
I get 1 back, yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm going to stick to not attacking stuff.
You said that before, and you still tried it.
I know, but it's
We
Like
that's
it's
the
good
last
to
one.
like
Too
remind
tempting.
yourself at times, like why I don't do this stuff. Why do I let this? Yeah.
Why
when
do
you
I-
get the opportunity, it's still like it's
Yeah.
still fun.
It's just so bad. Like, I do other stuff so much better. I'm just going to stick to that.
I'm in a similar position.
Yeah, leave the healing to me. You guys hit stuff. Well, that was... Sorry, go on.
Whilst Zyrian probably has no eyesight to have spotted it, Al did get close, so Al, you would recognize that there was a large bag near the northeastern tree.
I will go and check it.
Finding the massive sack, looking inside, you'll see a pair of icy gloves that are almost claws and reminiscent of that of bear paws, as well as a mountain of 425 gil.
What about this guy's weapon? What was his weapon? Massive thing.
Very similar thing.
He is wearing a large set of half plates and wielding a large greatsword.
What did you find? What did you find over there, Al? Anything interesting?
I found a lot of money and some gloves. And she'll bring them over.
May I?
You may. She'll pass them over.
I've got a feeling I know what this is, but I don't know if they know that.
I'm
Is it
tempted
in-
to see if this link will work.
Did you say 425 gil?
425.
Thank you.
And you know that those are claws of the bear, or the ice bear.
Is it on anyone's list?
Ooh.
They are good. I had them on a previous character.
No, I mean it's just a fancy way of putting in a new link. I like it.
Doesn't look like it's on anyone's wish list. Does anyone want it?
I gotta know what it is first.
Yeah. It's essentially it gives you competence bonuses in climb and acrobatics, and you can move on like slippery or icy surfaces without penalty, the normal penalty, sorry, and 3 times a day you can spider climb with them.
I'd say they're not really beneficial for me, considering I already have a climb speed. So, Al's happy to let someone else have them.
You can also make them into they count as spike gauntlets if you use them as a weapon.
I very rarely fight in human form. Or green form, I should say.
Well, for now, should we just put them in group loot, hold on to them? I think if we get to somewhere icy, either myself or Drazenka may benefit from them, possibly Zyrian for like getting up places, because we are laterally challenged at times.
Yes.
You've only had a few instances where climbing was an issue.
That's what I'm thinking. Because my climb is not great. I don't think Drazenka's is either. I doubt
Nice.
Zyrian's is.
I can even copy exactly what you put in chat and put it in the group loot, and it keeps the link.
Nice. Did we get any experience for that?
Nope.
Nope, that's it.
Nope, you just get the gloves, that's all there is.
You mentioned
Only
pounce,
the
and he was like, nope, not giving it. Not allowing the level up.
Nerf. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want pounds, you gotta do the experience crafting for it, so I'm taking it out of you now.
Owl hovering over the beast rage powers tree, like, beast totem, do I risk it?
Didn't mean risk it. I'm doing that shit.
Wow, I put completely the wrong stuff in there. Nice.
Apparently, Edwin doesn't want a specific amount. You have 2400.
Yep, I noticed. I noticed.
If you wish to do so, you can level up immediately. Hopefully you have it all planned, and it's going to take you about over 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, got mine done, but we need to do the most important part.
HP rolls.
I'm always bad at them anyway, so I know what I'm gonna have to do. It's not terrible. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Wait, let me just check my bio, make sure I didn't roll it before. No,
I mean, technically you just got average there, Edwin. Same for Zyron.
I got just above average.
Well, the average on D8 is 4.5.
Nah.
So depending on what level you got that at, it's average.
I got below.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, I have some health, at least. You're gonna need to put in skill points. I need to use a lot of fucking skill points this level. Okay. Oh, yeah. What are you getting, Zyron? And ow. Level.
I got 10 foot of movement speed.
Nice.
Another
I
full charisma
a-
bonus.
I get an extra attack of opportunity with in the likes of a tail swipe.
Nice.
So I can do like a bite and a tail swipe. I very rarely do attacks of opportunity anyway, but it's good to know.
Hmm. Guess what, guys? I heal even more now, as always.
Excellent.
The healer healing. Did you decide on what talent you're picking, Zarin?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Shadow Stick. Uh, Retain Reach is nice, but I think Shadow Stick has more utility. Plus, it doesn't mess up any of my other action economy, so it's nice that I can just add it onto my attacks whenever I feel like it.
Alrighty. I heal more now.
How do I get my plus half a level, or half my level, without having decimals in it? I forget.
You do floor and then circle brackets.
Okay. And what do the circle brackets have to have in it? Just level over 2? Just that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wood. Not suppose you get into Drazenka. Or blind after that fight.
Spells I'm getting is Imperial and Dispel.
Good choice, good choice.
I'm just putting in all the domain stuff I got.
No. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, sorry, would you be okay if I had those towards the ice bearers? Has anyone got their eyes on them?
Nope.
Oh, that's
I'll
fine.
take 'em out quickly.
Go for it.
Thank you. I've just got a sneaking suspicion that we are going to be climbing and using acrobatics a bit in the next section. It might be a nice terrain.
Fair enough. Let's see. Alright, let's see if I did this correctly. So that would be... Yeah, that looks correct. Sweet. I believe that is me all done. Oh, no, skill points. Stupid skill points.
How dare your
You don't
skills?
have to have them.
I know,
Just-
right?
I was going to say, just remember that perception, acrobatics.
He does. I don't think he looked at them.
But did he not?
What?
You didn't want to know about the skills for the Moonlight Hunt, didn't you?
Oh, no, I didn't look at those at all.
Oh, in that case, ignore what I said. I just invested in stuff that I think might come up.
Okay. Alright. HP is done. Skill points are done. We don't get a feat this level. My bonus point for attributes went to charisma to make it a 20.
Yeah, I put my constitution.
I am ready, but I need to go use the restroom, so I'll be back shortly.
I'm good to go whenever you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still feeling stuffy.
That's fine.
How
So many.
dare the caster prepare their spells? You're spontaneous.
I'm spontaneous, but I have a known spell list. Well, I fill the other stuff in. I want to ask about this feature. When it says they can use my saving throw, is it only the roll or is it the roll with the bonuses? Because if it's once per day just to give the roll, it's kind of meh.
It's also only multi-target.
Yeah, it's a bit weird one because you read that like
Um,
they take your roll.
So the way I read it is that when you roll for your part of this, an ally can just also have the same exact thing that you rolled.
So bonuses and all.
Yeah,
Just
it's
to
just
buy.
exactly what you rolled. So if you rolled
Okay.
an 18 on your save against it, they also get an 18.
Yeah, so like it would be, see, yeah, as Nathan says, you roll an 18, you add all your modifiers to it, you get like a 25, right? They get a
Yeah.
4. You use this, they get a 25.
Yeah, okay.
I was just saying 18 overall, but it doesn't really matter what the number is.
Yeah,
Whatever you
like to
roll,
put
they
the
have.
total, like say, like we have to roll a will save. Then this would be good because I have pretty good will saves.
Hmm.
So I roll an 18 plus my modifier, which is something at this point. My will save is bonus is 13. So then that makes it useful. That's good to know. So about that mind control stuff.
Taking
I
precautions.
have a way around it once per day.
Is there many multi-target mind controls?
There's a few.
Well, I mean, I can still just use it for one person, right?
No, because it says whenever you and one or more allies,
Oh,
so you also have to be included.
Well, then
could
a
be just
sleep
two.
gun or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Mass
Sleep
sleep effects, so those help.
Also, Phantasmal Killer. Good one to have a good will save for.
You just have to make sure to remind people if they want to use it on particular things. It's got to be done before the roll.
Yeah.
So what you've done is you've got even more remember your buffs now.
If
And that's how it
only
goes.
this was in person, I could give you a light stick and you just throw up in the air when you want people to not roll.
Anyway, Napaz, you're lucky.
Am I?
I don't get pants till level 12.
Not gonna get it all, son.
Hmm.
If you get pounced, I'm gonna make you become a small dragon.
Don't be doing that. I grow at level 11.
Yeah, and then you grow downwards to being small. You just get a curse in your dragon form.
Hey, think about it. How often do I ever full attack? Not full attack, charge.
It's not about how much you charge now, it's about how much you'll charge with the benefit of having full attack afterwards.
Don't know what you mean. Just let it happen.
I'll just give my enemies more abilities to make you go unconscious.
It's fine, because I have that ability that gives me immunity to sleep.
That's
You
why I
have
said
to
unconscious,
kill
not
me.
sleep.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to knock you out, buddy.
Get out of here.
There are also sleep effects that overcome immunity to sleep.
Get out of here.
All I need to do is also just throw in a Dark Knight and you can be feared.
This is why we travel in a party, not travel as a solo.
That's a strange ability. I suppose it's a domains thing.
It's a domain thing, yeah. And it's like a first level domain thing, it's just first time I get it. Through extra domain.
I mean, it's there for whenever you don't have anything to do at range.
Yep. 5 times a day.
Just means whenever we say throw your sword, you instead just throw some ice.
Yeah.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I'm almost done, I swear.
You just take an hour to commune with Shiva.
Is there a way that I can add shadow stick just straight up to my my bar at the bottom?
Yeah.
And just drag and drop? Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Pretty sure you just drag the dice down there.
Yeah, it looks like it works. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, there it is. Sweet.
You can also right-click it and recolor it if you want.
Yeah. Also need to rename it.
I've got 13 macros on my bottom bar.
Hey, me too.
Jack, but you don't have Trap Spotter, do you?
Beckby's not here.
You're
right now.
muted if you didn't know or you just left. I'll have a cheeky little gander at his sheet.
I think that's the most British thing I've ever heard you say.
The most what?
The most
thing.
British thing I've ever heard you say.
A cheeky little gander.
Yeah.
Well, I am British. I know it's hard to comprehend.
No, I know that. It's just like you normally don't speak with that much of that. I don't remember the word for it. That sort of inflection.
Spiffing old boy, what ho. Good show, old chap. Fantastic. Well done.
I say bloody a lot.
Well, yeah, normally that's something that a lot of people say, not just. It's more the inflection on how you say it.
Fair enough. But now that you're here, Jack B, and that's why I was talking about you, you don't have Trap Spotter, you just have Trap Finding, yeah?
Yes, I have trap finding, not trap spotter.
You're right.
I can pick that up at some point if we need it. Again, that's sort of a question of if we need it or not.
I was just double checking my macros if I needed to change them.
Unfortunately, I only have trap finding.
Trap Finding gives you a bonus on traps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gives a bonus based on your level. The problem is, because I did it in a bit of a roundabout way, it's just +1.
Oh. Alright.
It's more to the ability to disarm magical traps. So I went around it in a bit of a weird way. It would have been +4, but it's not.
Alright. With all the levels done, is the group returning back to Hardburn?
Yeah, we got 2 quests to turn in now, right?
Yep.
Didn't I already reward you for the first one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got a reward for the
Oh, did we?
golems.
No, we didn't. What? No.
I forgot about it completely, to be honest. So.
It's not like there's a
Hold on, wait.
recording of it or anything.
Wait,
Yeah, right.
hold on.
It's not like I can just go to YouTube right now and figure it out.
What? We didn't get one. What? No.
And also just looking. Well, I don't even know if I would have put it into the chat, but either way, I'm pretty sure I paid you for the golems.
No, we did. Yeah. Must have a decent pot.
After informing the guilds, well, Darwin, about the eradication of the fire gigas, probably very front forward ideals of Owl. Did you end up making sure the fire gigas was dead, or are you just leaving it there?
Was it still
Oh,
breathing? I wouldn't have noticed. So.
You would have even noticed, I don't think.
What was the quest to kill it or deal with it?
The quest just said deal with it.
I mean, Edwin's not going to broach, like, yeah, definitely kill it where it sits, but he's not going to be preaching for its life. It did try to kill us.
It was self-defense because Owl started the fight.
Yeah, well. But it's up to you guys. I'll be happy either way. Or rather content, not happy.
I would have just let it.
I just wouldn't have noticed, though.
Alright, if the general consensus is you would have just left it where it lay, we'll see whatever comes of that later. And you'll get paid 2725 gil for the quest.
Yay.
Nice. We just created a nemesis. It's going to come back in like 8 sessions with an army of fire giants.
Maybe.
That's a possibility.
Maybe.
No. That's the next chapter in this. All of a sudden, we're just gonna be assaulted by a bunch of fire giants while Karthurra is still out in Hadaway.
Well, you were wanting to get your characters level 9, so you just made a third campaign, Rise of the Rune Lords.
Oh god. Hold on. I recognize that.
Okay. If we're back in Hartman, is there anything anyone wants to buy? I could do with picking up a masterwork set of thieves' tools. But that's about it. Because we have a decent amount of money in there, right? Jaster, has you got about 5k in the group loot?
That much.
Yeah.
6,000. Okay. Where is
Jester, did you also take out the claws? Because I'm pretty sure Edwin said he wanted them.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
So is the party allowing Edwin his... Is it 25 or 50 gil for Masterwork Thieves Tools?
I'm just checking. Masterwork is actually 100.
Well, I'll take the high number. Sounds good to me. Yeah, 100 gil, 2 weight. Just know it's a circumstance bonus. I don't know if you have any magic items that also give you circumstance for that.
That's a good point, because I do have the Vest of Escape. So let me check. No, that is competence, so it is slightly different. We're good.
Slightly is enough.
Exactly. And also I need it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys are right to let me have that 100, that'd be good.
How much is it? Just 100?
Just a flat 100.
Just a flat 100. Yep, fine.
You never know, the points
Um,
might have been bent.
Bank of ow. But yeah, no, I'm good with that. I don't think there's anything extra that we're after. I'm just thinking. Is there even one for...
I also know
yeah, there
we
is that.
asked for the Fire Gigases what he had on him. Did anyone actually take it?
I think it was
Oh.
just the sword and the armor.
Yeah, he had sword and armor.
Did anyone take it?
I left it. It's huge. Like it'd be very difficult to carry unless you're carrying it.
Yeah, I couldn't carry it. That's for sure.
I just didn't know if we were planning to carry it and try and sell it.
I mean,
I think
you could be. You're the only one that could possibly carry it. So
Probably.
at the very least disarming it would have occurred to us just to say like, if we take its sword away, yes, it's still dangerous, but it's less dangerous. But either way,
yeah, I don't really have anything that I can afford on my list. So
just have a quick check.
not
Otherwise-
without not without wiping out all of our funds, which I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, it's the same as what I was looking at as well.
Was there anything on your list, Drazenka, that might be useful? Is there any does anyone need a belt? Because we do have enough, or a headband, for example.
Not really
The thing
immediately,
is,
no.
We only have enough for one, really.
Yeah. Do I have anything that's currently doing that? No, I keep getting
I
magic
would look
points.
on my list is the Amulet of Mighty Fists, which just pretty much gives a +1 attack and damage to all of my natural attacks.
Hmm.
But if
Um,
there's and stuff, spells are definitely more useful.
Does that work on natural attacks? Because I think you would have to get Greater Mighty Fang versus Mighty Fists.
What was the question?
Does Amulet of Greater Mighty Fists work on natural attacks as well as unarmed strikes? Because I think it specifically says unarmed strikes.
Unarmed strikes and natural weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yes, both.
Okay.
How are we on curatives?
We've got a pocket healer. What do you mean?
I was gonna say you're the man that would know.
Well, I'm just thinking about because yes, Edwin can heal really, really well for like 15 times, but then that's it. So I'm just thinking about.
Pick up a wand. Has anyone got UMD?
Well, weirdly enough, I was actually considering potions because when I use them, I use my modifier and my level as the caster level for the potion, regardless if I made it or not.
So my question is, would you be able to administer them to us and we would get those bonuses?
Yeah, it's if I use it on someone, they get the bonuses, and I can pull it out from my inventory as a full free action, and then just force feed you guys potions. I've become the soccer mom of the group.
Drink your juice.
Just running around hucking orange slices at people. It's just a thought. What do you guys think?
No, that's a good idea. We don't have much outside of combat healing, especially. So, like a wand of regen, or maybe some potions that might fill that void. be a
Even
good
just
thing.
like a few out of combat like cure potions would be good. Because I know Drazenka, you've got a lot of out of combat healing with, and in combat to be fair, but like your channels are pretty good for out of combat healing because you get the AOE, don't you?
Yeah,
So
I do. I have selective channel, so I can do in combat as well.
Mm.
But I have a very limited number of those.
Oh, that was what I was going to suggest. Sorry, as well. Yeah. So if you guys are up for it, I'm not going to waste too much time with shopping. I think just to keep costs down, if we get like 6 just base cure potions, they could be pretty good. The other thing I was going to say is, should we pick up some decoy escapes so we can slap one out? I think you could apply an alchemical on someone else, right? Depending on what it is. There we go. Oh, it's personal. And you do too much stuff anyway, don't you?
What's that? Sorry.
I was going to say decoy escapes give you mirror image for a time, but you have to activate it on yourself. I was just saying for your, like, to keep you alive, essentially. Because you're easy to hit, but if you hit mirror images...
Don't think I can activate when I'm in rage.
Not in a rage. Nah, never mind then. And yeah, the only other thing I was going to say is, Drazenka, do you want an ether or something? Or are you going to be alright?
I'll probably be fine.
Alright, well, if that's the case then, she'll just buy 6 cure potions and just leave it at that, and we'll move on. That's alright with everyone. And Drazenka, you've got See Invisibility, haven't you, as a spell?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't think so.
In that case, can we pick up one of these then, please? They are 450, but Seeing Invisibility may be useful. If we go up against something invisible, it's going to be a problem.
Is that a question for me?
It's a question for the party if are we alright to just spend the money on it.
I mean, if you want me to have it, we can get a scroll for it and try to learn it. Or find someone to
that's a good
teach
point.
me. It's on my spell list, I just don't have the spell yet.
If we could do that,
At
then
least.
that'd be better. That's a good call. Alright, so
Invisibility is only personal, so while she could tell you where they are, you would still be getting mischance.
yeah, it's more just to know if there is something invisible.
If you are buying stuff, write it in the chat, please.
Let's do it now. Oh. Just 300 gil. That's it. If you do want to learn the scroll, cool. But I think it's late, isn't it?
It is late in the day, yes.
Yeah. Would you up for that, Drazenka? Just picking up a scroll of See Invisibility?
Sure. And
Alright.
the other scrolls that we also picked up that I haven't learned yet.
Yeah. So the scroll is...
If it's Black Mage, it's 2nd level. So
yes,
it
it's
would be
150.
150. DC would be 17. Spellcraft to learn it.
That's it. Drazenka, now you're right with that. Is there anything you want to buy, or should we just move on?
How much does it all come to?
Total is 450. And I'll put the cure potions on my sheet.
Anything else in the day, or are you heading to sleep?
Did you say everything costs 550?
450, so.
Still got 6 grand to work with. If anyone wants anything.
If you've not taken out the 100 for the tools, it'll be
I did.
550.
No, I did.
Oh,
I didn't
one thing-
actually put the calculation in. I just took it out the sheet.
One thing we should pick up while we're here, just before we forget, is we don't have, to my knowledge, we don't have another Phoenix down.
Yeah, we should definitely have another one of those around.
Yeah, so that's... And I think that's a communal investment. I can hold on to that if you want. But yeah, I think that's about it. Because yeah, I don't want us to die, but if we do, better to have it than not need it and need not have it.
Just come back, it's easy.
Don't know about that one. Keep having weird visions.
At least half of the visions you started yourself.
True. That's something I have to look into another time, but don't want to take up too much time with this.
If you do bunk down for the night, we could pass the day to the next.
Yep.
As it comes to the 7th, you should hopefully be able to see the candle. You know that the first quarter to full moon is going to be between the 13th and the 20th. So you still have another 6 or so days until the first quarter phase starts, unless you want to spend money to enact it now.
Well, we're not like in a huge rush. So do you guys want to spend some time just learning scrolls, doing some research, and then cracking on, or should we just speed it up? What do you think?
Well, I want to wait at least 2 more days because I want to be at
Or-
full. I still got negative levels right now.
Start with that, or see if there's any more quests that you can pick up. Do more money.
I think it's a bit of both. But that's, yeah, it's
So
certainly
also
worth doing.
retraining has options as well.
True,
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Has anyone got anything they want to do in that vein?
Well, I gotta go pick up my watch.
I mean, with 6 days, you can do 2 lots of HP retraining.
I think I
I can
can't
do it.
remember what
Needs more health means I die less.
True. I could probably do with a little bit of it, and then the rest of it just in the library. Yeah, and it's a cost, isn't it? I'm just gonna. I'll sit in the book house for a bit.
You'll sit inside of a book.
Yep.
You're going to turn into a Tentarian.
Yeah, no, just. I think honestly, everyone try and spend the rest of the day just going over, or this week effectively, if it's alright. If we are gonna go ahead and like wait for the 13th, just trying to look into the Hollow Lily, the Vienna's tribe, like as much information as we can about the Boa-Track Mountains, and the Guardian's Apprentice. But we can do that as just rolls. It's not that involved.
If that's the case, I'll probably go and retrain my HP.
Definitely makes a little fortune out of books in the library. It's like some kind of book dragon.
Alright, if you do have plans for the 6 days, type in the chat and I'll go through what I need to go through.
I don't think I have the money for my own for retraining.
Neither do I, so it'd have to be.
You can use the
everyone's
purple
happy.
for that, I think.
It is for
Yeah.
it's for a group purpose of not dying. So there is that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just gonna say, like, you're right with waiting for the the 13th.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool, cool. How much in costs is it for the week? Just for the basic rooms, like 50? So times 7? 50 gross times 7?
If you're just having the basic room for the week, it'd be 3 gil.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll pay that.
That's
It's
supposed to be
480 gil.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
supposed to be 80.
But you can go get your watch. As far as you know, it looks almost like new. It just has like a line on it where they would have repaired it.
The shiny spot where they put new brass in.
Yeah. You can also easily get your Restorer cast upon you.
Yeah, we have the scroll for that, right?
Yes,
So
that's what I mean. I mean, someone could use that scroll for you.
are they gonna request anything from us for that, or is
No.
it just
It
we
takes
have the
like
scroll.
5 minutes.
I've got the scroll of Restore. Can you come fix me, please?
If you were in a town that wasn't so comforting,
off.
they might charge you.
Okay, where is energy drain? Take that down to 0. No, not up. Go. Perfect. Hooray!
Drazenka, do you want to give me 3 spellcasts for those scrolls?
Yep. No on the first one, which is the one we wanted.
I was about to say I can
Mhm.
aid if you want, but I don't know if that's going to help you.
Double
You're
check
busy with
the
your books.
iteration.
It's just a page. It's a book. Bring over. It's fine.
Do you also have the scroll for blast, but that's kind of useless for me because I got nothing to create squalled.
You never know.
I'm just holding onto it for now, I guess.
So on the day after you try your first Moonlight Hunt, you can retry the See Invisibility Scroll.
Alright.
So if you succeed, you'll get it just immediately before you go into the volcano. The carriages.
I said what I said.
You can easily sell the carriage. They'll give you 400 gil for it.
Nice.
Because it is a very good carriage.
How much was it, say? 400?
400 to sell the carriage.
Because we can't use it in the mountains, can we? We established that before. It was just to get us here.
You can only
Yeah, it was-
really use it on the roads of the mountains.
Yeah. Didn't know what else to ask, so we asked for a carriage to help us on the road.
Which is fine. It got us here a bit faster, which is
Yeah.
good.
It's more confident riding.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, those rolls were enough to keep me at least definite swim, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Before we never see water ever again.
I got a feeling we're going to see water. Especially if the Naga have anything to say about it.
Edwin, do you want to give me 6 knowledge natures?
Nature. Okay.
Knowledge nature.
Okay. Didn't put as much in knowledge as this time, unfortunately.
Alright. Both a combined sense of your ability to look through the books and just having so much time to look through them. Pretty much a week's work, because you've spent a day beforehand already. You find quite a bit about the Hollow Lily. Sadly, not too much about its location, though it could just be that this place is too far away from it. Still, all the signs point to Lauderdale, and that's over westward. However, you'll know why some people either don't give you a straight answer, or possibly get a bit angered at the question, or it's just something you never noticed. You find a bit more into the more dangerous sides of the Hollow Lily, as it is not rather commonly known, though it is written about in some of these books, either from offhand experience or just word of mouth, that if you brew or extract specifically from the Hollow Lily, you can make a very devastating poison / venom. The best comparison that books tell you is that it's similar to when you put certain acids upon certain materials where it just eats it away and makes it kind of disappear. The Hollow Lily poison, when injected into the system, essentially disintegrates your veins, and you die almost pretty much instantly from having it put upon you.
Ah, so it's like a super anticoagulant. It just destroys your blood system. Okay.
Yeah. And that's why many people probably don't have a good opinion if they know about that side of the Hollow Lily. However, you do find several occurrences of it being used to cure many diseases and plagues that often leave people unconscious. Similar to the research that Cilantro was undertaking for the Nox Cradle disease, the Hollow Lily is noted as a possible cure for that, though it's not really the main one in mind from your own knowledge. It's also used for quite a few other ones that have to do with sleep and atrophy, though it's hard to pinpoint what your mother would had with the very vague vision that you had.
Okay.
Thankfully, the poison side of the Hollow Lily can only really be made if you know what you're doing. It's very hard to just happenstance upon it being deadly.
Okay. Good to know.
You can then roll 6 rounds of knowledge local.
Doing my notes, damn it.
Would you like some help with that?
You're more than welcome to. If you
You're
want.
going to be busy retraining. You won't be able to help him.
Okay.
Edwin is buffering. I haven't even got a giant spell list. I'm being slow. Local, you said.
Yes.
That's the same thing. Only got a +10. I need to work on that, but
Just due to their nomadic nature, it's very hard to get a lot of information about the Vizirat tribe. That you do find a few notes from personal biographies of people who would have come across them, as well as geographical and biological studies just of the local area. A lot of the conversation is just about how durable the tribe is, not actually for living a nomadic life in the mountains. And living in the mountains is already hard, but changing the place where you live even harder. And you find a lot of, you could say, biased opinions about the tribe. As some of the notes are written by Shivanites who are rather not fond of the tribe and their ways. They speak a lot of blasphemy that the tribe has shown in their daily lives. And when asked about Shiva in particular, they're not too devout towards the deity. Some of them even getting rather rude when the topic comes up. As such, they're not written off fondly, though you can easily tell that it's just author bias on that side of things. It does seem like it is a relatively small tribe, probably a few dozen, but it's hard to get numbers when people don't write about that. You still only know that they are towards the west and possibly past Shadow Rock Hollow, but past that you can't find much else.
Alright, anything I find out, I will, of course, let Drazenka know. And the rest of the party as well, but just pass the information on.
Thank you, Edwin.
It's not a problem. Although, unfortunately, there's not a hell of a lot to go on, but at least it's a start. It seems like the knights of your well, not your order, but your godly order.
Shiva Knights is in just the people who follow them, not actual Night Knights.
Oh, okay. Yes, there is a little bit of bias in these tomes, but you can look past that.
Well, what I learned about them from Shevas in the Arya mountain range, that makes sense, I imagine.
Indeed,
They
but I can't help. Sorry, go on.
No, they were driven to their exile because of their actions against my lady.
There's not much detail, is there? Makes me wonder if maybe... Well, depends on whose side is actually correct, but I suppose we'll find them at some point. But ask them, won't we?
That is the thing. There's three sides to one story. My side, your side, and the truth.
Indeed. Let's keep an open ear and an open eye then.
Yes.
To be clear, this is probably like 3 o'clock in the morning, because this is when he came back from the library, because he forgot what time it was.
As for the last part, you can do 6 rounds of knowledge dungeoneering.
Okay. Sorry about this, guys. I will be quick as I can. Pretty sure my dungeoneering is also 10. It's not. It's better than that. Owen, Zarin, you're just HP training, aren't you?
Yep.
No. Sat under a waterfall somewhere.
Alright, possibly a bit more focused onto the Naga threat, having left it in the past. You do find quite a bit about them. As for Naga sightings, there is almost always Naga sightings somewhere in the world, though probably more unsettling is that you find more and more mentions of them further away from the oceans. You know that they are quite a adaptive species, if not very arrogant to not wanting to. You know that based on biological features and environmental factors, they can be quite varied, as you find descriptions and depictions of Nagas that are able to live within lava lakes, while others are able to grow wings and live amongst the clouds. There are even a few that can grow arms, up to 3 pairs of them, though it seems most depictions show them lacking thumbs. The Naga are also quite adept at watery magics, but many tales are centered on mind control, necromancy, and druidic rituals. As far as you can tell, the Naga haven't always been such a hostile species, though in the past few hundred years they have become more and more aggressive, seemingly wanting to claim the land for their own, and almost as if they were forced into the ocean in some past and now having that grievance come to the surface.
So you said it was mind control, necromancy, and druidic rituals, their main kind of magics. We've encountered necromancy
Yes.
before with them.
You've certainly encountered necromancy because you found that they used to control skeletal snakes and the like, and even some of them themselves were undead.
And we also had the issue of them working with Zyron's old companion.
Yes. I don't know if you ever found out what class he was, but he was controlling undead himself and was trying to make that flesh wall that you were. That Al made sure was not living or unliving.
Okay. Good to know.
Is there any other parts you wanted to learn about the Naga?
Probably more a case of, have there been, well, this is more historic really, is there any mention of someone like Gifren 10th being put, like, not put in the ocean, they live in the ocean, but are they like a bulkwood against the Naga because they spend so much time out there, or, you know, is there any kind of site nearby that may be a problem? Like, is, as you say, if they can swim through lava, are they able to do problems to Brennus, for example? Like,
when it comes down to the dragons, most creatures with good enough intelligence will know to stay away. There's no good written amount about the dragons ever having to butt heads with the Naga. At least nothing profound enough to have been written about, no.
Okay, and the only thing I'd ask then, this is pretty a question I'd ask you, all of us in like together, is just say, if the Naga are so capable of these kinds of magics, is it possible that they are attempting to, I don't know how they would do it because they're creatures of power, what about if they were able to mind control a dragon? We've seen what the Elder Worms can do. What if they manage to get a hold of one? Or resurrect one? They somehow manage to kill it. I don't know what their plan is, but they seem to be invading their territories slowly but surely. I suppose that's not a problem for us now, but it's something to think about.
Your voice is slightly going in and out a bit.
Sorry.
That is quite a concern. I imagine any dragon with enough power to have a domain of their own would be well beyond any such threats.
Well,
Would be more than capable of protecting themselves.
Indeed. It's more of maybe a wild worry, but these Naga are adapting faster and faster. You remember, was it Shroske, the ice one?
Yeah.
The Ice Naga was called Shroske, yes.
Yeah. I'm not saying they were powerful enough to defeat a dragon, but they're a significant threat. If there are others of that kind, and more of them, we may be having a very big problem. But I suppose we have to face them one at a time.
And if they ever do possess such powers to take control of an elder drake like that, I do not wish to paint your worries with more negativity, but what do you propose we do about it?
If anything, try to just stop it from getting to that point. I don't think you're right. If they manage to do it, we haven't got much we can do. But there's evidence they're here. We met that ice dragon not long ago, which showed they were starting to corrupt various different magical fonts around here. But you're right. There are better equipped and more capable people and creatures than us to deal with that.
We are heading deeper into the mountains, and it seems to be we are at least partially on their trail already. If we encounter any more Nagas and signs of their invasion, we can of course deal with it as we come to it, but we don't really have much to go by on that account.
That we don't.
We know where they have been, but we don't know where they are heading.
Well, hopefully it's got nothing to do with the things we keep seeing. Or your goddess's interaction with you. I don't know how many people have actually seen her in person before.
It's not completely uncommon, I don't think.
Well, as you say, it's just a thought. That's why I wanted to look into it. You haven't seen Al or Zairin recently, have you? Are they just sitting under that waterfall still?
Well, we have all been busy ourselves this week doing training. I imagine they should be returning shortly themselves.
Indeed. You've been poring over your scrolls. Well, let's hope this lunar hunt isn't too bad and we can get on to moving through Brenda's domain. Yeah, that was it.
Well, as we are able to put our combined effort into it this time, to my understanding, we should be alright.
Indeed. At least we'll have a chance to use our teamwork.
Yeah, sure. As the days go by, those training within the monasteries would be mostly close together. Zaire and Al possibly having another competition amongst them who can stay the longest under the waterfall or handstanding for as long as they can. Though Al has to be reminded she's not allowed to use her wings to help her handstand. Drazenka, whilst not spending so much time learning scrolls, is also doing HP training alongside them, but you'll often see her either arriving late or going back to the inn later, depending on when she goes to the Shiva's church, if it's a daily thing or not.
It's a daily thing she would do it like in the evenings after her training.
As for Edwin, he returns to the inn with further bags piling underneath his eyes, returning back to that site that you remembered all the way back in Hadderwood.
That's my training's been. Get my bags back.
and as a cold snap hits the mountains, though not too cold as it is still summer, it'll come up to the night of the moonlight hunt, as we will take our break here.
Alrighty. What did you guys get for your health? Just like an additional point.
Yeah,
It's
2
two.
points.
They spent 2 sets of it.
Nice.
You line up intro, but nothing's coming out.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. It's probably just background noise causing me to light up.
Okay.
I apologize.
Have you muted yourself on the stream, Jester?
Yes.
Good. I take it the party's going to go to Taruji as it starts to go night, or are you wanting to talk to him beforehand to get any further information?
I would like to catch him before that time to get any info we can.
Sounds good.
Alright, speaking with Taruji, he will tell you that the Moonlight Hunt is undertaken between the hours of 10 PM and 4 AM. You must follow the paths lightened by the moon, as half of its surface to its full surface reflects down on the streets. When the moon begins its waning process, it cannot be attempted outside of magical means. You'll have these 6 hours to find the ends of the paths, though they are numerous, with many that are false. These are shown within indents in the roads of Heartburn. Each participant must find their own line and its ending, returning to the town square when they retrieve a pearl at the end. If any part of the party fails, you must wait for the next quarter to full moon phase to attempt it. Though since you are already in the first day of 7, you have 7 chances. If you are able to find the pearl and return before the 6 hours are over, you can attempt to go help your allies, but if you are doing a reattempt, you must if you want to help them, you must find another pearl again. Is there any part of that you wish to be explained further?
Yes, Edwin will ask. So the objective is to find these pearls via tracking them down. Is that correct? For the moon phases?
Yes.
Is there any kind of are there creatures going to be costing us, or is this a case of it is down to our skills to find it? Because from what you've said, it's in Heartburn, correct?
The only things that you're going to have to contend with is actually finding the lines, tracking them when they break apart or are hidden underneath objects, and also moving around the civilians of the streets, anything on the streets that would block you. There are no monsters outside of what would already be here.
I see. Thank you. That makes sense. That's it from me. I've got some thoughts as to what we need.
I don't have any questions.
Neither do I.
Don't think I have any either.
Alright. Did you have any preparations before nighttime came about?
Yeah, I was going to ask. We can't get something like. Yeah, unfortunately, none of us are druids, so we don't have UMD, unfortunately. So we would need something like UMD to use something along the lines of Deadeye's Law for survival bonuses, right? We couldn't do that ourselves in any way. There's no like potion of it.
It's a
There is
level
no
1
potion of it, no.
spell.
But you
Okay.
could, as you say, get a wand. Since the whole thing is 6 hours, you would need to get a cast level 6 wand of that if you wanted it the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I would say then it might be worth, just from what they've told us, Edwin will say, is it worth any of us picking up things that'll help us with this? Ow, and Drazenka, I don't think you'll be too concerned about the seeing and the tracking part. The traversal, maybe. I think we should, strangely enough, go without armor.
I'm planning on taking off my armor, yes.
Yes, I think I'll be doing the same. It's not much of a difference, but it's...
I could cast mage armor if anyone wants it, but if there are no threats, I do not believe that's entirely necessary.
No, I think we're better off going unencumbered. My concern is, frankly, our ability to see these tracks. Zaire, is there
That's
anything...
going to be my biggest problem for sure.
Well, the question is, realistically, I think you two, and I'm pointing at Drazenka and now, are going to finish this first. So if you're able to come back to help us, good. But if not, I suppose it's good luck to us then. We don't have any other magical means of enhancing our abilities for that length of time.
We have a week for 3 tries for this quarter of the moon.
Indeed, we have a number of attempts at the very least.
Yes, and we can then prepare in between as well, further, if need be.
Indeed.
Let's see how tonight goes, and if we don't make it tonight, we can see about adjusting our strategies.
I think that's a good idea. Well then, best of luck. But yeah, let's go and check it out.
So just to confirm, you will not be doing it. Well, you don't have any buffs for this, yes?
Not really that I know of, unless they're personal, which people can use, but no.
Well, I was
nothing
gonna
similar.
ask, with Blessing of the Faithful, it's a swift action, so could I just have it on myself constantly if I just dedicate a swift action each round?
Does it not require any sort of charges or anything?
No. It's I can use channel if I want to extend it to last for a minute. Other than it's just it lasts for 1 round, takes a swift action. Or
Yeah, if
within
it's
close
infinite
range.
use, sure.
Yeah. Just means that I need to use a swift action to use it every single round, but
I'm doubtful there's going to be much else you need your swift action for.
probably not.
If that is the case. Waiting until the sun dips down on the horizon and the moon starts to rise, you can see it in its quarter glory. Though it can also be referred to as a half moon, though scientifically, it's only 1/4 of it's left to be lit up. It's just that the other half's on the other side. As the light of the moon, though really reflected sunlight, but who cares, dances across the city streets, you find yourselves within the town square. A large fountain has its waters stop, the running sounds dimming down until the light reflecting off it becomes almost pure white. There are several others amongst you that are also attempting the moonlight hunt at the same time, many of them being much younger, and you're pretty sure they're just doing it for the fun of it and more a tradition than really wanting to go on the Brennus Trail. As Taruji looks over everyone, he double checks to make sure everyone is actually there and not using any sort of clones or roundabout ways to cheat the event, though everyone here is just doing it naturally. He reiterates the rules, and that's if anyone is to be found aiding somebody else and you haven't already found your pearl, that you would be disqualified from the contest. Taruji will also reiterate that there are more than enough pearls for everyone, so there is not much point in trying to hoard them or get extras. As the moon is held quite steadily amongst the middle spot of the sky, the ground starts to light up as lines indented into the floor flow from the fountain. Though there is no water, you see several very sharp, right-angled white lines darting off into the streets. From here, you can easily see that they are blocked by both the footsteps of people as well as carts, wagons, and even boxes on the floor. Taruji tells everyone that they are free to start the moonlight hunt. And we will go from left to right, so Drazenka, give me a perception, survival, and acrobatics, please.
Start.
So sunglasses, that's the problem.
Alright, and then Jack B, give me the same rolls, please.
Okay. Same order, yeah?
Same order, yes.
Ugh. Ugh.
Alright, Endro, give me the same rolls, please. And Jasta, give me the same rolls, please. Oh boy!
Al's fucking acing it.
Hey, those two are backwards.
Alright. As the four of you dart off into different directions, you all begin the hunt for the lights. And whilst everyone's able to initially find their lights, some of you may find it harder to continue tracking them through the city streets. We'll start from highest and work our way at lowest. Al, you immediately see your light and dart off into the streets at such a speed that many people are kind of shocked and worried if you actually found a light and if you are just running off to randomly find your pearl. However, as you track your light across the streets, you follow it underfoot, under carriage, and under crate as you spin around, jump over, and basically parkour your way across the city. It comes to mind that how is this difficult at all, as you seem to find it coming to a common thing for you, even though you're pretty sure you've never really done this before in your life. Just as if you were hunting Naga or looking for some treasure, you speedily make your way through the city, eventually come up to a relatively well-lit alleyway. at the end of which you find atop a podium a small pearl just slightly bigger than the tip of your finger. It shines brilliantly in the moonlight. Thankfully, and possibly not to your surprise, nobody's here at all, it's just you. And you are able to gather your pearl. It's not going to take you too long to get back to the town square, at which point Taruji will kind of look at you, not as surprised, but definitely proud that you did it so quickly. At which point he will let you know that if you want, you can go try to find one of your allies and to help them. However, you will not know how far any of them are in their current quest.
If that's the case, Al will go and find Edwin.
Alright, roll me a survival. You are easily able to follow the tracks of Edwin, looking at the disturbance of the city streets and also possibly asking a person here or there. Eventually come up to Edwin, to your mind and your just very recent knowledge of the city streets. It looks like he is just about halfway in his journey. It's up to Edwin if he wants to be accepting your help.
If Al says we're halfway through, do we know how much time I've got left?
She completed it in 4 hours, so currently 4 hours in, and you only have 2 hours left.
In that case, yeah. Absolutely. If you don't mind, Al, I would appreciate it. This isn't really my thing.
I don't really see what everyone's struggling with. It's pretty easy. Sure, I can help.
Alright, Jester, give me those 3 rolls again.
I'm tired from the first one.
I mean, that's still almost better than anything I can get, so there is that.
That is better than anything I could get.
As you hasten to the side of Edwin, as he accepts your help, you kind of also dart ahead of him yet again, following the tracks. It's up to Edwin if he wants to feel annoyed at the fact, or rather thankful that his ally is so much better at this than he is. Following the lights, you eventually come to a wide open space in the city streets, as there is a podium outside of a store. A pearl gleaming in the moonlight with a few people looking at it. However, as far as you can tell, they are not as short as breath of you, and possibly just onlookers at the end to clap for the victors. With Edwin gathering his pearl, you can make your way back to the town square. And whilst Al might want to go help the others, it is getting rather late to the timer. Going on to Drazenka's hunt, she finds it a bit difficult to find the lights here or there. However, your ability at tracking is much better than most people, being able to follow it even if you can't see it all the way through. However, the city streets being packed with night folk, as well as just objects, you're either being too dainty about trying to avoid them, or just barging into them at points slowing you down. It eventually comes to the point where the moonlight starts to dim, and the light on the floor disappearing as you see a pearl off in the distance, though its glistening light dissipates before you're able to get to it. As for Zairin, even though he has terrible eyesight, he is able to pick up on the light. However, tracking light is harder than tracking blood and viscera, And there are often times where he loses it underneath objects and wondering where the hell it could have gone. Fumbling around, he's able to continue following them at a time, and is so quick going over the obstacles, he's spending more time trying to find it than trying to follow it. As the light dims, you end yourself in the city streets, not having even found the podium. And with no light to follow, you have no chance of getting to the pearls. Knowing you need to reconvene at the town centre, you can go there to find that that's outside of Al and Edwin, who seemingly have completed the task. There is one other Viera who hands her pearl over to Taruji.
It seems most of us did have some issues getting that pearl, although Al managed to come back and help me. We're definitely going to need to try this again, unfortunately.
Is that our scores?
Yeah. If you get over the requirement, you can help others.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, my perception survival were all pretty dog shit, so I need to sort that out. Okay.
Yep.
With Edwin and Al succeeding, you can just leave the other knights for Drazenka and Zion to try it again. If you do wish to help them, you will need to find your pearls again to even get a chance at helping them.
But have we passed?
Yes, you two have passed, so you could go on the trail on just your twosome.
No, I was just saying, like, if we did it and we tried to find ours, at least we could try and attempt to help the other two, right? That wouldn't void the fact that we passed already.
No, you've already succeeded, so if you want to try and help your friends, you can fail on your second try through and still go on the trail. It's just that you need to find your pearl again to be able to help the others.
Fine.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I feel pretty bad. Edwin doesn't always feel pretty bad, but he feels like, you know, Al's helped him out. It'd be a bit unfair to not try and help his friends.
I feel like Edwin should probably sit out. If anybody should help, it'd be Al, because Al is the only one that's going to be able to find her own and then find somebody else's with them.
I mean, anyone can find. We just rolled dog shit.
Yeah, we just
Looking
got
at rolls,
passed,
just
like,
I rolled pretty good
twos and
for
ones.
me. I rolled pretty good for me. There's
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like
I
say
got
that Edwin can absolutely, like, if he wants to help, he can.
yeah, I got a 2 and a 3 on my first two
There's really
rolls, so
nothing,
yeah,
nothing much to lose.
exactly. It's worth a try. Let's say we've got the pearl seeking Al, so we'll be all right.
That's one way to look at it, sure.
Mm.
I was
A
going to
tiny scale ballistic missile.
possibly using hero points for some of our rolls.
And we've got time. Like, it's still 6 days.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not like this is do or die.
Does anybody have any wisdom boosting equipment?
No.
Nobody has
I
any.
have, but I'm wearing it.
Okay.
What I would say is I can give you the claws of the ice bear. If that's going to help you with climber acrobatics for either of you who want that.
Yeah, acrobatics was not my problem. Maybe Drazenka should take it so that she gets the +2.
I'm happy for that if you want to.
Sure, the acrobatics was my shortcoming.
So I'll hand those over to you. Just for this, if it's alright with you, Napals, we'll just take the 2 off me and give it to Drazenka.
No,
So,
they're stuck in your hands. You're not allowed to trade them.
Load on.
The wisdom enhancing spell, how long
It's
does
minutes.
that? It's minutes. Ugh. Okay. So
Yeah, I do. Like, I was looking because I have heroism, but that's like 10 minutes per level,
right.
so
that's
only
not-
like an hour. Yeah, a bit over an hour, and a half, something like that.
Should we look to see if we could rent any wisdom boosting equipment?
I think we'll be okay for now. We'll see how
I
we
bet-
go for that.
I'm at -2 to both of my checks. The first two.
I mean, this is the thing, right? Yes, we need to do as well as we can individually, but we can help each other.
That's true. Okay.
Give it a try.
Try and
It's
do as
like
good
it's
as I did
fine
the
for-
first time, and then go for Zaire.
Yeah, like plan is like anyone who succeeds with enough time just goes to help Siren.
And that's it. It's a case of, like, we're all good at certain things. We're not all going to be good at this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just Al has like
Oh yeah,
a
this has
huge advantage in
Al's.
this.
Yeah, this has Al's name written all over it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's fine. Like, you're definitely going to help, like, carry us through this. Quite literally.
Something to mention. My speed went up 10 feet. Does that help with this at all?
No.
Okay.
You just can't see faster.
No.
Whilst this whole thing is about speed, it's not about velocity. It's being able to keep that speed up.
Right. And my problem is not being able to go fast. It's being able to see where I'm going and what I need to get to. Okay. I'm ready for the next night whenever then. When it gets down to the last 2 nights, I'll start worrying about trying to add extra crap in.
All right. If there's not going to be too much of a change item-wise, we can start off with G. Give me a perception, survival, acrobatics.
So better rolls. It's 2 better.
You got it, I believe. Nice. The plot is, yeah,
It's
you've got
just
the
be enough
plus
to
2 in
bring me up, but we'll see. I put
there.
the plus
It's
2
a
in,
plus
yes.
2 in there. Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Below 10 every single. Great start.
All right, and then Jack B.
All right. Again, the acrobatics has a -2 to it. I haven't put it in yet. Yeah, so 18.
And then Andrew.
That's good.
And then Jester.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yet again, Jester, you're able to speed around the place, though this time you're a bit more clumsy. Possibly you followed a line that went through a more busy part of town. Eventually, you'll find your podium rather awkwardly in the center of the road, as you have to squeeze between a few people to get your pearl. However, you do get it and back to the town square with a good amount of time left on your hands. Who would you like to go and aid?
Zairen.
All right. You find Zairen a few steps away from the town square as he never found a light.
So bad.
I think Al would look at him really disappointed, like, why are you still here?
I don't see any lights.
Can I look around to see you fucking? We're gonna do those 3 rolls.
He's standing on top of one of the lines.
You're blocking it. Yeah. Do your 3 rolls again now.
What do you mean? It's right there.
And even though you got the exact same outcome, aiding Entro, you don't have enough hours to be able to help him, as he is way too slow and bumbling around the city. Drazenka, yet again, you're able to see your light at the end of the tunnel, and as you get up to the podium, the light from the pearl fades away. If you had only given yourself an extra hour, you feel as if you could have got back to the city streets in the center. Edwin, similar to last night, you feel as if you're halfway through, but this time you're on the better side of the halfway. However, without wings at your back, it seems that you're too slow, or possibly the night time is too late for you, who normally stays up too late anyway, as you failed to even find podium.
Alright, fair enough.
Well, Al, I think you should help Drazenka tonight.
Sure thing. 0 out of 10.
Yeah. Not so good. Oh, great.
The city streets are going to be quite wet, as there is a thunderstorm for half the day.
Hopefully it'll
I'll go
keep
back
some
and take a level in
outside.
Druid.
I mean, even if you take a level in Druid, that won't help, because it's only an hour.
I'll have an animal to look for, it's fine.
Just get a nocturnal animal.
Get an owl, but no.
Jester, Owl just keeps bringing back pearls, and she's wondering why nobody else is finding theirs.
She is very confused and disappointed.
Alright, if the team is doing it again, we'll start with G. Give me a perception, survival, and acrobatics.
Can I roll above a 10? About to find out.
There's a possibility.
You'd think so.
I mean, Jester got, 19 in there?
Perception. That's a no on that. Again, a no on that. 17 on acrobatics.
Not bad.
There's a chance. It was so close last time, this might be enough. Here's hoping.
Alright. Jack B.
Nice. Decent. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's not great. That's probably not going to do it, because the acrobatics is -2. But I don't need to win. Just here to try and help.
That's true.
Entro.
Alright, so I just recently got fleet-footed. I can also take once a day at natural, actually not once a day, once a day per 4 levels, or I can take a 20 on acrobatics check. Can I just do that?
Does it say in the ability it has to be within like a minute check or whatever?
It says at 8th level, the fencer's speed increases by 10 feet. She can take 20 on an acrobatics check once per day for every 4 levels she possesses. Period. End of ability.
All right. Well, I suppose yes.
Sweet. All of my luck needs to go into not acrobatics, but perception and
Just
survival.
find your light. Hey, you found a light.
Hey, I did find a light.
Nice.
And then that's a 35 total for acrobatics.
All right.
That disappointment's really rubbed off.
All right. And then Jester.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
Oh my.
Christ.
Just look over this dust where Al used to be.
All right. Al, yet again, you got the exact same outcome as the night previously. Finding your peril, you dart back to the fountain as you have some hours left to aid somebody else. And you might reflexively just look around, see if Siren's still here. He's not. Who would you like to go help?
She's gonna go and help Drazenka.
Alright. Rushing after Drazenka. Thankfully, she's third, so every so often you might find her tough to fur as she is haggardly running around and jumping over obstacles. As you can see a light at her feet as she is running by. Is Drazenka going to accept Al's help?
She's gonna be surprised because she thought the plan was still to help Siren, if possible, but since I was already here, she's gonna accept the help.
I did tell Al to help you instead of me.
Alright. With Al at your beck and call, she speeds you along for the last section of your run through, and it seems like you were at the cusp of finding your peril as Al was able to get you there and back to the town square. As Drazenka will finally pass.
Hey, so I passed too then, huh?
Did I not say you did? Oh no, I was
No,
doing
you did.
Jazz's thing first.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just ignored you like the intro for your name.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. I just don't exist today.
Possibly angered by your lack of sight intro, you immediately find one, and like those cartoons, you put your face to the floor and just grind across it. Darting through the city streets, you're able to easily flip over everything in your way, get your pearl, and before having time to possibly examine or admire it, you just dart your way back to the fountain, getting there just the time with Drazenka and Al. As everyone will succeed at getting their pearl within 3 nights.
I think I got 6 out of 10 every single time.
Hey, at least you didn't go from 8 out of 10 to 0 out of 10. Back up to doing it on your own.
Edwin, the most middle of the road character known to man. But yeah, at least that didn't happen.
9 out of 10 twice, for fuck's sake.
You're just at the finish line.
Just couldn't make that last
So
bit.
bad. Like, my survival and acrobatics are same as ours.
Just down to the rolls.
It is the
Yeah.
rolls. It
Well,
was, I was
true.
looking. Zaire was getting like really high rolls, but his modifier was just like fucking him up, and then we were just getting like 2s, and it was just not going well. Oh dear.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
But yeah,
Still passed.
Shut
yeah,
up.
exactly.
you're not part of this conversation. You shut up. You go back to your.
Yeah, you got 1 on your highest stat, the second highest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I rolled a 1 as I glide effortlessly over the finish line. Oh no, the horror.
How unfortunate.
Oh, nice. Oh, I should have used 1 hero point because I got 3 already. I can't take
Yep.
that hero.
If you would have used one, you would have stayed at 2.
Yeah, I know.
With the final person handing over their pearl to Taruji, he will have a smile on his face as he hands each of you, because you know you 4 were a group, a very slim but sturdy piece of card. It's about the same kind of size and makeup of a tarot card, though its both faces are blank, besides from a single red dot in the center. As he will say, the Brennus Trail is found in the back room of the Chapel of Alexander. Press the infernal letters for HAD for entry. When you have completed my trials and gotten both my approval and that of the mother, the trail itself shall challenge you. There is a large metal door that bars entrance into the inner parts of the trail. You are required to find 4 stone keys and enchant them upon 4 altars, and place them within the door. From the door, you'll face at least 1 more segment before you reach the basin of Brennus. The trail is home to Bennu, fire lizards, fire elementals, and all manner of fiery beasts. Due to the terrain, I advise the ability to climb well, flight, or even the spell Water Walk. These cards will show that you are allowed entrance to the trail, and any defenses against intruders will not affect you. However, once you leave and have my acknowledgement that you've completed it, they will no longer give you sanctuary. You do not have to complete it in one go, you can leave to rest. However, the further you go in, of course, the harder it will be to get out again.
Okay. Our appreciation on your warnings.
Returning to the inn and possibly having quite a well-earned sleep, sleeping like a log, getting out as soon as you hit the sheets. You can awaken to the next day, make your preparations for the Brennus Trail. Or you could ask for more information, or even use the library to try and investigate some of the monsters that Taruji informed you of.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Do we have? I mean, yeah. There's. Have we?
He would.
across-
You can infer that since he suggested Water Walk, whilst Water Walk isn't specifically for lava, it does allow you to walk just slightly above lava. You will still take damage because of the hot area, but I'm pretty sure Drazenka has endure elements for the heat.
I do.
And just
Sure,
to
let's
make
come
it
in alone.
plainly known, you are going into a volcano, so it'll be very hot.
Okay. Are there any preparations we want to make then? We can do some looks at the creatures, but we are going to encounter them, so we can do it then if it's better for people.
The library does give a bonus, and it also allows everyone to roll.
Screw it. Do you want us to do that? Because we're going to have to do it at some point anyway. That's up to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. The other thing I was going to say is,
Do it.
we could probably do with some water damage if we're going to be facing a lot of stuff that's fire. Do you have anything water based? Do you, G?
No. I have like Imperial, and that's random chance.
Yeah. I'm just worried about your MP because if you're gonna have to use like Endure and Water Walk or anything like that, 'cause I'm taking you don't have Water Walk at the minute.
No, I don't.
'Cause to be fair, Water Walk I think is a 3rd level spell. Yeah,
Looks to
quite
be,
high.
yeah.
Because what is the highest level you can cast at the minute?
3rd.
Okay.
So I could get it.
Just as like a general knowledge thing, fire is mostly weak to water. Some fire creatures are also weak to, or instead weak to ice.
Yeah.
There's a chance, yeah, but with the way the elemental chart works, usually it's the other way around, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally ice is
Ice is weak to fire.
but there are just
Yeah.
obviously individuals. Like Ifrit. Ifrit just sometimes hates ice because the games don't always have water.
Yeah.
Also, the
that's-
whole Shiba Ifrit thing, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Should we do some quick rolls in? See if we need some water damage or not, and then crack on. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah. Also,
Alrighty.
can I do another roll for the See Invisibility Scroll?
Yes. DC is 17.
Yeah.
Nice.
On the nose.
Exact. For once.
You rolled a
I was
10.
Oh
Still
my
haven't
God,
gotten over
our
it yet.
Armor Master roll is actually 18.
I was about to say I can give you an
I-
another, but you're alright.
I did take my buff off, so that is correct.
Yeah, my whole plan for that last night was get Drazenka to pass and then let me borrow her wisdom enhancing gear.
Yeah, that I was gonna do that if I would have passed, but turns out my rolls just were like, nah.
Yeah, and my rolls
You're
were
not
like,
gonna be
you got it.
Drazenka's not gonna be the badass survivalist she was supposed to be. Not today, or even 3 days.
It's not really. It's because it's not a mountain. That's the problem. It's just a city. Not used to it.
It's also the fact that my perception isn't gonna get any higher.
Mm.
No, with that attitude, it's not.
To be fair, though, I feel that the amount of skill points I've had to put into like various different skills is nuts.
Yeah, I like playing characters with a lot of skill points, and I'm not doing that this time. So
It's more to cover bases, like all the knowledges, like
right,
everything else. But yeah,
I've only got one maxed out skill.
I mean, that was also like for a long part, I had like exactly 1 skill point per level.
yeah.
Yikes!
So, but she was never meant to be a skill monkey.
No, that was Joseph's job.
Yeah. Like, I've played both ends, and it can be fun.
I mean, that's kind of like Al, she gets 3.
But they're like the best they can be. Weirdly enough, are they perception, survival, and
Yeah, perception, survival, and
You're
it's
good at
between
one
flight.
thing, one thing only.
Mhm.
So, what knowledge do you want, Nabaz, for the stuff that we're going to see?
Well, for starters, do you want to use the library to try and investigate what other creatures would be in the trail?
Sure, why not? Gonna go back to my
Alright,
book.
that would be a knowledge history. And if everyone is using the library, you can all roll it.
I swear to fucking God.
Incredible.
This game
Oh my
hates
God.
me.
Yeah, now's the time for the crits, yeah.
Hmm.
You don't get to say because you could crit twice on your challenges already.
Yeah, I know, but it's only when it matters. Al's not meant to be smart.
That is the thing.
Alright, everyone will roll a d4.
Let the side challenge, I think. The 3 team. Terrible. We'd have to change our name from Team Fuck Poison to Team Can't Find Ore. Can't Find Pearls.
Alright. For the creatures within the trail, you'll spend 3 hours trying to find any mention of it. There are a few books here or there. A lot of them are seemingly like religious, as they do. A lot of people still just revere dragons as deities on the material plane. And in the past, these are the creatures that people have written about or encountered and returned alive. There are Bennu, fire lizards, large fire elementals, fire wendigos, pyrohydras, and elder fire elementals. That is not a all-inclusive list. There could be more.
Yeah, I mean, we could always try and do those, if it's alright.
This mountain is just a rift into the fire plane.
So, seems like it.
It'll be up to your group how long you want to spend in libraries, because it is a D4-hour check for every creature. So you could be spending several days researching.
I suppose the question is, do we want to? Because there's some on there that I think is worth looking at, but the rest of it we might want to just do as we go.
I think it's
What do you all
precious
think?
You are about time.
Yeah. And I think that now, I'll be honest, at this point, after we've been here for a little bit and not knowing, like I know that it's something will probably happen if something's kicking off, but I think Edwin is getting a little bit, not tetchy, but conscious that we've been here for over a week now.
Mhm.
And it's probably more wants to go, if possible.
I mean, we've still got the rest of today. We got the rest of today. We can look up, like we can split up some of the more interesting looking ones, like fire elementals and elder fire elementals. We can kind of make an estimated guess on what those do. We've faced elementals before. The rest of those we might want to split up a little bit.
Yeah. And sorry, Juster, what did you say?
Al did say she is fine for obviously going in and just encounter him at a time and then going up past knowledge. If you can remember
Yeah.
if you've ever encountered them.
What about you, G? What do you
More
think?
conscious about time.
Yeah, I guess the same vein that not spending too much time just learning about things if you can just encounter them.
Yeah, I think if we've got the rest of the day, at least I would say the one that jumps out to me is the Fire Wendigo or the Pyrohydra, and then we just go and encounter them tomorrow. Deal?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do we want any spells for Drazenka to learn or try to learn? Or get us a scroll for the terrain movement?
I was
If
gonna
you
say,
can
how
get-
is everyone for terrain movement? Because Al's fine because she can fly and crawl, but for you guys, you might want water walking or anything like that.
So, Walk Communal is a 4th level spell, but it is 10 minutes per level, and that you divvy it out. So I'm just trying to work out how much that'd be as a scroll. So yeah, a 4th level spell would be 700 gil, which isn't terrible. Like, it'd be cast level 9 as a minimum. So it'd all have like a
I
decent
think
amount of
7
time.
if it's a 4th level.
If it's 4th, yeah, 7.
Oh, 7, sorry. My
Yeah.
fault. But yeah, we can pick that up, and then, Drazenka, if you're alright to learn it, how much MP have you got? Because I don't want to use too
Well, I
much gil
can
on.
if you get the communal, then I can't. If I learn it, I can't use it.
Oh,
I would
sorry.
have to cast it from the scroll.
I thought
which
you were
I
a full
could do.
caster for some reason. Yeah.
No,
No, I think casting it from the scroll is probably our best bet. I don't think it's worth learning because we don't. It's probably best using it now. So that'd be 700. And then, do we want to get? So you've got endure. Do we want to get a scroll of resist just to save your MP? Because we have the money.
I mean I have both elemental resistance communal and endure elements communal.
Okay. And then, do we want some water spells or means of doing water damage at all? Like, I don't know exactly what that would be, but maybe some alchemicals or something to that effect.
Wait, don't we have fish scales that can do that? Is
I
that
don't know how
not
many
water?
It is
Do we
water.
have those anymore? Those
but
would
yeah,
be on probably in
Yeah.
Zyren.
Let me see if I have any more.
You did hand a lot of them over to
Yeah, we got rid of a lot
Yeah.
of them.
governmental on that.
Oh yeah, I've got 1 dragon scale, and that's it.
We could, if it's,
I
it's
have
up to
like
you guys.
elemental orb and elemental
wait, no.
weapon.
I've got 5 fish scales too. Okay.
Okay, if you've got 5 fish scales, then that's
Yeah.
pretty solid. And if you want, I can have some of those because I can just pull them out as a free action and use them as a standard rather than pull standard. That's it. So yeah, I think we've got some stuff. So if we're good to buy that scroll, that's 700 gil. I'm assuming it's here. No pass. We can buy more walking communal.
Yeah.
Just if you're right to take it out of the loop.
Just 700 gold, yeah?
Yeah.
I will hand those fish scales off to Edwin since he has quick draw and can just chuck things. I've got ranged attacks if necessary already, so.
If you're cool with giving me all of them, I'll do that. You don't have to. I'm just saying it lets me use them quite quickly.
Yeah, that's fine. I know I got it. The dragon scale, is that just a bigger one?
I think it's the harder hitting one.
Yeah.
From memory. Dragon scale is water 3.
Okay, so yeah, you can have that one as well.
Okay.
Save that one for a boss or a harder level enemy.
I'll put those in, but yeah, if that's okay. Well, I think we're good to go.
What was the other creature you wanted to research?
The Fire Wendigo and the Pyrohydra. If we have the time.
Since I'm probably not going to be doing very good on those checks, and I probably won't be able to help much with those, I could just try to go for Fire Lizard. Because I don't think that's going to be...
You can aid another on the checks if you wanted.
That's true. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll aid another.
So you're going to be aiding Edwin.
Yeah.
Which one would you be going for first? Because it could be that you just roll really high in the hours and don't have enough time left in the day.
I think if it's up to you guys, but I would suggest Fire Wendigo because yeah, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
I mean, a Hydra just sounds pretty bad too. So a Pyrohydra, I don't know. Those both are. Either way, I'm just gonna sit back and help, not. Don't mind me.
So is it the Wendigo then?
Yes, please.
The Wendigo would be a knowledge local.
Alrighty.
Oh, I could actually do that one on my own. Because I actually have some in there.
I'll aid Edwin.
I'll also be
I need the help.
Yeah.
I will not be aiding.
I've got no clue.
It was me on my own, because I actually have my own knowledge local, so. we need 1d4?
Yes.
Man. Why are you green? You should be red.
So it will indeed take 4 hours. That'll be the last thing you research for the day.
That's fine. Let's just find out about that and then crack on in the morning, yeah?
Alright, you know that a fire wendigo is between 8 and 12 feet tall, weighs over 500 pounds, and is covered in flaming red and orange fur. You can learn 2 traits.
I think we have it on the lever, but resistance and weakness is probably what we want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just swap immunities and resistance if that's alright,
So weakness and resistance.
please.
Edit. This under F.
It is weak to water and has no resistances.
Alright, sounds good.
It's a foggy day, but that's not going to affect the trail. Are you heading in?
I think so.
Also, Drazenka, were you learning any of the spells?
No, we got the whatever communal, but it's no use if I learn it because I can't cast it by myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast it from the scroll when we need it.
Yeah, I think we get there and work it out as we need it.
What I think I can do before is do the endure elements, because that's hours. Hang on. No, it's just 24 hours divided by creatures.
So, 6.
Yeah, that should be
Yeah,
more than
so I
enough.
can I could cast that 2 hours before, so we all have 4 hours left of that. So I get my MP back. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Taking the directions from Taruji, you can make your way to the Chapel of Alexander. Do you remember what he said?
It was an infernal.
The infernal markings and spell out HAD.
Was it HAD? Or was another letter in there?
No, it was HAD.
HAD.
Alright. Cool. I know infernal, so I can look for it.
Go to one of the back rooms of the chapel. As Edwin knows infernal, you can press the infernal letters for HAD, as the door will shudder and then retracts into the ceiling as dust falls off of the stonework. It leads down into a rather well lit from the chapel staircase that goes slightly dark and then goes brilliantly light towards the lower section. Following the staircase, it turns from man-made to quite natural and jagged. the bumpy rocks, sometimes interrupted by pebbles you kick down this staircase. They reach a relatively even floor towards the end of the staircase, or plop into rather thick lava as it creates a river separating two pathways to the northeast. Thankfully, there is enough room to maneuver about here, as most of the pathway is about 10 foot wide, though many sections go to 5 feet, and the ceiling is around 25 feet tall, though the roof has stalactites all across it. As the lava lights up the place brilliantly, there isn't much need for your own light sources, though you're sure the places where the lava does not reach probably is going to be rather dark. And with Endure Elements by Drazenka, you aren't being too harmed by it, but you can definitely feel this place is exuberantly hot. And you even sweat under duress, and everyone will be drenched.
Does
Lovely.
Al not have all of her rounds currently? And does Edwin not have all of his triages?
No, I use them all the time. I just myself. No, that's it.
Gotcha.
I just haven't updated.
You practicing on the people out in town?
That's a different character. that's the dark path we don't want to go down.
Crumble over again.
Nah, be worse than that.
Why
Is
is
Al
it
just
every
being
time-
Forever Dragon?
Yeah, I can't not put me back to normal mode. I track my other one and doesn't do my normal token.
Let's see if I can get an earlier copy of you. It might be because it's set the token to the dragon thing. Oh yeah, because it's a default token, that's why it's messed up.
That's a 25-foot ceiling.
Filing.
Siling.
Sire, these fires are absolutely fucking busting.
I feel like we should play like Kings and Queens.
Oh, we should do a Regency campaign at one point, like proper Lord Duke Earl Wintington of Thistlemore.
Lord Duke Earl, huh? That's three different designations there.
Exactly. We're aristocrats. We just want titles. They don't have to make sense.
We're hunting titles.
Exactly.
Just zoom out a little bit more. There we go.
Chamberlain of the Chamber Pot. Sorry,
I
go on.
shouldn't have zoomed out. Byron, stop!
What?
Stop!
Cease.
Making your way across the rocky pathway, hoping you're never going to slip on the floor as your sweat soaks your clothing. You'll notice a path off to the northwest. Once there are stalagmites on the floor blocking some vision, around the walls you can see two birds with flaming wings, and a small podium/altar hugging some more stalagmites in the corner. Atop which, either via your light sources or your dark vision, you will see that there is a stone tablet.
I'm assuming that would be what we need to put one of the keys in.
Or
What are
maybe
you
where we
talking
champ-
about?
Can
I
you not
can't
see
see.
them?
What are
Oh,
you
wait.
shouting about?
I forget you're blind.
Legitimately though, my vision only goes up to like 5 feet back from there.
Yeah, because Al will have further dark vision than we do.
Yeah.
I can see
She will
these
point
squares
out
here.
that there are going to be two birds just ahead of us. Have they?
I can see the
noticed
first
yet?
one, but I'm a little too far back for the other one.
Have they noticed?
I can
it?
see none of them. After you
Uh,
shouted, I'm sure.
They're seemingly dining on something else and not paying you much mind.
No, I'll
Should
let
I-
the party know. They're not really paying us much attention at the moment. But we're going to
Should
need
I
to
try
get in
to
there
sneak
anyway
up?
because they've got a stone tablet.
Indeed. We can take a shot in there if you can let me up. But if not, I suggest we just go in and deal with it as normal.
I will say, sneaking up won't work for you because they'll just spot your light.
Indeed, I don't think we can. Let's go do as we do.
Still can't see. Oh, I left my light behind. Oops.
Be careful for any rockfall or traps. Unfortunately, I can't really see them from this.
As you get closer, the Bennu will squawk loudly at you as they aim their beaks for a meal.
Just
All
want
right.
to try some of your meal.
And with that, you will also possibly feel the lick of flames at Drazenka and Edwin's backs as the lava will bubble and have a large creature surface from it.
Oh, boy.
Oh no! Ooh. Ew. I don't like that.
I'm behind a pillar. It can't see me. I can't see it. It's fine.
I can't see it, so it can't see me.
Exactly.
If I hide my eyes, it can't see me.
This is very much when you're a kid and you pull the blanket over your head, like, yep, this will stop the 20-foot monster in my closet from hurting me. This seems like a great plan.
Let's see what Zairin perceives. Oh shit! Okay, I actually see them both.
What are you perceiving?
Oh, I was facing forward, looking towards this thing. I was looking to see if I even noticed the thing behind us.
Oh, fair enough. I'm sure Drazenka
We all
would have
know
already told you.
Zairin is not good at noticing things. Today,
He's
however,
very much aware today.
Mm-hmm.
he's still riding on the high from getting done with the pearl thing on his own.
So go to here. Ugh, the hell is
Do I
that?
acknowledge it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's a fire lizard, but I'm assuming we need to roll.
If you wish to roll for this creature, it is Knowledge Arcana.
Alrighty.
I can't help.
I'm rolling my torch.
Maybe the torch knows.
I've been at the library for a week. I've got the knowledge on point.
That is a fire lizard, a large red-looking lizard with a long, forked purple tongue. You can learn 6 traits.
Jasper, if you wouldn't mind. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You can learn 2 more traits. Do you just want weaker save and DR type?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Do we care about rage?
Mm,
Or do we just assume?
not today. Yeah, let's play it. Just play it safe.
Okay.
Its weakness is water. It is immune to fire. Has no resistances. Has no special abilities. Its weakest save is will. And it has no DR type.
So let's get bladdered. Alright. In that case... Sorry, my cat's getting a bit nuts on the cat tree, so apologies if you can hear anything in the background. Edwin's going to quick draw a fish scale and blast that lizard. No, I'm hero pointing it. It's not happening. Fuck's sake!
Oh my god!
What?
Okay, it was great playing. I'll see you next week.
I was about to say, if he got one more one, he just loses the game, right?
Yeah.
You attempt to throw a fish scale at the lizards, though you kind of creak your wrist, not used to throwing things like this. And whilst you might have a burst of inspiration, the lizard sees the scale, licks it up in his tongue, and eats it. It's delicious.
Well, shit. That's me done.
Drazenka.
Well,
Well,
At
how
least
do I
it's
follow
neutral.
up after that?
well, this is neutral towards ice, so I'm not hindered by that. Sure. Icy breath towards the lizard.
The fire lizard, still fumbling around in the lava, is unable to avoid the ice. However, it still takes less than normal.
Cool. Swift action, giving myself the. I mean, this guy didn't have any like special abilities. Yeah,
it's
blessing of
just-
the fate.
He's got
Yeah.
like an unlucky aura, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Secretly has levels in Gambler.
How dare he?
I'm gonna
I need-
stay where I am and give myself the blessing for AC. Let's stay. And that's me done.
Benny Boy up top sees a dragon and wants to show you it's the better one.
You ain't no dragon. Don't lie to me.
As it will charge at Al. And fail to bite you. The other Benny, you could call him Jenny.
No, you gotta call it the Jets.
He's going to build up a pile of flames within it and then shoot it at Al as it explodes. Al, give me a fortitude save, please.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You will save against the effect, however, you'll still take 16 fire. Zairin.
Boy, I don't like how this is going. What seems like the bigger threat to Zairin?
I would go for the lizard.
Go for the lizard. Okay.
Protect the healers.
Zairin. Yeah. Zairin is gonna run on up to here. And then he's gonna do a yeah, it's a free action. Why not? I'll do Shadow Stick as well as where'd it go? Precise Strike.
Creature is slowed,
Nice.
as you will sufficiently stab the fella.
Nice.
Is that it from you?
That is it for me.
Goes to the fire lizard. And since everybody decided to group up on him, he's gonna show you how much he loves that fact. Annoyingly, I don't have this, so let's use this one. It will increase the size of its cheeks as it lets out a torrent of flames. As Zion, Drazenka, and Edwin need to make a reflex save, please.
Alrighty. Do we have resistance, sorry, Drazenka, or no?
Nope.
Alright.
Zion pulls on the collars of Drazenka and Edwin as he pulls you behind the stalagmite.
Yes.
However, Drazenka is just singed on the edge. As Drazenka, you'll take 4 fire. Ow. I don't know why you're on the wall.
I also don't know why I was on the wall. I think I was there.
Doing sick parkour.
Yeah. Ow is gonna probably doesn't need to, but is gonna spend a round of her Savage Jaw ability, so she gains the ability to grab, and will full attack.
The bite will chomp down. As the second claw will hit and have that thing go limp in your maw.
Never mind. I now know that I don't need to grab it. And she'll 5 foot this way.
Edwin.
These guys seem okay. I don't really want to waste on the fish scale. Have we actually hurt this thing? We have, right? The
Yeah.
lizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zion
It is currently slowed and poked in the flesh at some point.
Okay.
It was
Ow,
got
you're
slightly chilly.
okay. At which point I will just 5 foot step and use Battlefield Inspiration for 10 HP.
Yeah.
You gonna shoot?
Considering it. Well, that Bennu, I can just see it. Would that have mischance for dim light?
He is in dim light, so yes, that'll be mischance.
But shooting, I don't have precise shots, so this would be a nightmare because it'd be cover and everything.
Yeah, that's it for him.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. I'm just going to shoot them.
Alright.
So... Bing, my boom. I'm not in point blank range, so I haven't put it on. Nope, that's it for me.
You fire into the darkness, it's not even magic missile, so it'll miss.
Your battlefield inspiration is plus 10, right?
It's plus 11 now.
Oh, 11. Eee.
I'm just double checking.
Nice.
Yep. it is.
Drazenka.
I'm gonna move on around. And do another charge of Ice Breath. So same save, just less damage.
It still fails the save, but still takes less than normal.
Sure. And yeah, I'll keep the blessing on myself for AC.
Alright. The fiery jets up top. Is gonna charge at Al.
Does that provoke? No, it's charges. No, it's fine.
Is it charge unless you've got reach?
Nope, I don't. Not yet.
As they will bite you for 3 damage and 3 fire. They do a reflex save, please. You do not go aflame. Zaire.
Remember temp.
Oh, sugar. Thank you.
Honey, honey.
It's like my biggest thing. I always forget.
Yeah, I just add it into my.
That's what I'm here for, I guess.
Yep.
Remember your buffs, guys.
Oh God, yeah, that's what.
You have my buff.
Al's playing a bard next time we play. You're playing a bard, you have to remember us. I have to remind us.
Your turn to know how it feels.
I'm just gonna do 2 regular attacks against it. Oh, apparently I put the temporal in there, but that's not supposed to be in there. So completely ignore that. I forgot to uncheck it.
You do quite a accurate first strike, and then the second will stab yet another eye as it will fall. Though it falls rather weirdly, as its front legs are on your side and its hind legs are on the other side, making a very squishy bridge.
Huh.
Do you want to fight for step or no?
Oh, me? Sure, I'll 5-foot step to there. That's it for me.
Ow. Al will let loose, chomping at the chicken, and then clawing it apart.
Nom 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 nom.
Well, it seems like today is not my day. Let's go and check out those tablets, shall we? How are you doing now in health? You don't seem too hurt. Maybe your tongue was burned.
Yester's unable to speak right now, he's been silenced.
I'm pretty healthy.
Alright. What I can do is I can use the curing belt I've got on, just swap the belt over, just drop you one of those. Terrible. Screw it. Can have one. Wow. Oh, that's without the +3. So.
Yeah, even added the burst.
Half is the HP.
So that'd be 13.
Yeah, 13 total. I should see you right.
Bro, you spread out too far. I'm also gonna give us elemental resistance for fire.
Sounds good.
Everyone's. It's 20
that's
minutes
20
for
minutes.
everyone. Except for my. Actually, no.
You're
We did level
level
up.
8 now.
Yeah, so yeah, even 20 minutes for everyone.
Alright. If you
And yeah.
approach the stone altar, on the middle portion of it, there is a stone tablet about the size of your hand and just as thick. On the center, there is the infernal sigil for 1.
Okay. Is there a key here?
The stone is the key.
Oh, I see. I'll grab that then.
Zaire has magically disappeared again. I have no idea where he is. Like, I see his name tag. There he is. Okay.
So sneaky if the player can't find him.
Yeah, I mean, that -3 perception.
Is it -3? I thought it was -2.
It just slowly gets lower and lower as you keep rolling terrible.
Oh god. That would be such a terrible way to play this game. So don't we need to take the key with us to put it onto an altar and charge it up or whatever?
Yes, we'll be taking it with us. Let's backtrack and find our way further in, shall we?
Alright. Oh, don't do that.
You have a few choices before you, as you do need to bridge the gap. You can either walk across the fire lizard that never got a chance to move. It would be an acrobatics, which would be crossing a narrow surface, if you have any bonuses to that. Or you can try an acrobatics to jump across, or you can attempt to climb up to the ceiling, dangle from the ceiling, and climb down the wall on the other side.
I would do that.
Zaire is gonna hop. Using the lizard as a springboard.
Edwin
If you use the lizard as a springboard, the lizard's going to fall into lava.
Oh. I'll go last then.
Raven does suggest we could use the scroll of water walking here, yes?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say we might as well just use it now.
Indeed, I think that might be best. Especially if you can see the forks ahead. It's not like this is going to be a isolated issue. If you don't mind, Drazenka.
No, I'm just checking something.
I mean, we don't need it yet. How long does it last?
20 minutes. Well, you might not need it, but other people might.
I'm not quite as confident in my jumping skills as you are, Siren.
You could take the lizard across. Maybe.
It's a very flimsy bridge. It's
I mean,
10
I
minutes
can
per level.
Help you over.
Divided.
Already on this side.
That was checking, like, it requires touch, so unless Ao doesn't want it, she would have to come back.
She climbs back over the ceiling.
If you are using the scroll variant, it would be 20 minutes for everyone, besides one person has 10.
Give Al the 10.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Seeing as how Al has a climb speed. And
Yeah,
can
you have a
just
actual climb speed, so
crawl
yeah.
across the ceiling if she needed to.
I mean, if anything, actually, maybe just give it to you three.
Split between the three of us, yeah.
Yeah, because then it gives you more time for it. I've
Yeah,
got much more
that's true.
maneuverability around this place, so.
It's only 15 minutes. The 10 minutes can't be split up against anyone.
Don't diminish my dreams.
I mean, one person can have half an hour, but I don't know if you want that one person to go off on their own anywhere.
Mm.
Give it to Zion. He sounds like he wants to go off, so.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me roll a wisdom real quick. Core. How's he doing? He's doing all right. He's learning from his
I mean, it's still good. Like,
mistakes.
yeah, the 10 minutes is not gonna make that much difference, so I'm fine with at least letting Al have it. In case there are like larger pools ahead that you can really climb around easily.
What's the
And it's
total time? It's 50 minutes. Is that what it is?
70 minutes.
Oh, 70.
70 minutes divided by the four of us.
And I mean, we're going to need it because battlefield maneuverability. You know,
Yeah.
otherwise we'd have to jump.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we've got that, and
If other creatures decide to just be in the lava.
exactly. Let's go.
So you are using the water walk now, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. With to that, you can just walk across the lava. Though it is water walk, you do just like float above the floor like a few inches, I think it says.
We should have got the float spell.
It's,
Float is only 1 minute. That's why he suggested water walk, because it's 10.
Oh, gotcha.
and float goes rounds per level, so not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your feet hover an inch or two above the surface. So you are technically walking over the air, but it just looks like you're on the surface. Which is why you do the injure elements, because you're really close to lava.
It's still really, really hot, yeah.
But with that, you can relatively easily walk to the other side. And as you see the lava river splitting off into a fork, as you say, to the north and to the northeast, seems like there's quite a bit of this underground to go through, with even higher segments, as we will end the session here.
Alright. Thanks for the session.
Thank you.
See you guys next time.
Like...